Hello, Flawless Man. This podcast episode is specifically for men, just based on what we're going to talk about. And if a woman happens to watch this or listen to this message, then I pray that it blesses her with wisdom also. But Flawless Man, I wanted to have a raw and uncut conversation. I believe that a lot of men are attracted to their mother because that was the first woman that they knew. That was the first woman that they loved. That was the first woman that nurtured them. And a lot of the times I think that men go out and they're looking for their mother, whether that was a good woman to you or not. I think a lot of times men go out and they're seeking their mother. And when they can't find their mother, they can't find the balance of, come on, Jesus, the toxicity that their mother gave them and the love that their mother gave them. When they can't find that balance from one woman, this is why they have multiple women. So it's like they're seeking for their mother, broken up into different women. And I believe that happened to women as well. But for the purpose of this conversation, I'm speaking to the flawless man because this is the one thing that I do not want men to, it's if you can help it, right? When I have some of these raw and uncut conversations, I try to say them in a way of understanding and with compassion to not be ignorant on my end as well. Trying to understand that other people and different people, including myself, we all have our different trials and tribulations. But I try to put the information out because someone might need it. So forgive me if I ever in these videos sound like I'm a little hard or whatever. But it's so many different things that I learned as well. But it's just like, you have to say the hard thing. So it just be sometimes hard for me to say. Men, if your mother has bruised your soul to this day and there is still different things that you can't accept, you can't agree with, you can't respect her for, you have fallen in the field of honoring your mother and your father, I need you to forgive your mother and your father. The purpose of this video is to never move into a woman's home. I feel like a man should always have his home, but men have so much pride because they don't want to talk to the people. They don't want to fill out the paperwork. And a lot of the times, men having that pride, they end up going with women in relationships that remind them of their mother. And it's so easy for a man to find that toxic balance of being toxic and still nurturing because that woman is reminding him of his mom. But when you get in a relationship with a woman that is not mentally stable, or she's not focused, or she's not working on herself, or her heart has been corrupted so much to where she's become bitter, basically. If you're with a woman that has become bitter and you're sticking around, that is because she reminds you of the love that you think is love and it's not. When you move into that woman's home, come on, Jesus, I've seen it, I've heard it, and I've experienced it with my friends that I've seen men living with a woman that is a reminder of his mother, and she does the same thing his mother does. When you and that girl get into it, what does she tell you to do? You need to get your hat, you need to get all your little stuff, and you need to get out of my house. So it's like a man be walking on pins and needles when he lives in a woman's house. A man wants to build that solid foundation with God himself, like he did in Genesis. The Lord built that relationship. He built that solid foundation with the man to where when the woman came, the home was already built. Men do not have pride. It's 2024. When we talk about, sometimes men don't want to go get in a place to live because they don't want to be alone. Yeah, there's another side to men that is very precious, that is very vulnerable, and is very soft. And that's the beautiful thing about being a man, that they can have that backbone and still be vulnerable. But a lot of men have been taught not to do that. And that's where we run into a problem. Our men are running into a problem because they are loving and adoring the women that they're with, because they remind them of a toxic woman that they already had in their life. And when you live with a woman, she's treating you that same way, but you're so used to it, so you go back to it. Flawless man, do not have pride in going and using the resources that you have in your city. You do not need a woman to do those things now. The woman is supposed to be the help at the appointed time. See, sometimes men love the woman that's not even helping them. She's not speaking life into your life. She's not helping you be motivated. motivated, helping you to be confident. She's not bringing you to the Lord, or you're not bringing her to the Lord. So the women that sometimes men be with, they're not even helping you to build the house. The house is dirty. The house is broken up. When she got an attitude, she throwing stuff in the house. The Lord talks about women in Proverbs a lot. He already know that women are the reasons why kings fall. He said it is better for you to be alone in a corner with your head tucked in your knees than to be with a woman that is going to be loud, to be with a woman that's going to throw hands with you, to be with a woman that's not cooking, that's not cleaning. The Lord said that woman should be up at 3 a.m. if that man is hungry, and she should be cooking. But see, a lot of the time, our men are hurting so much, they're settling for the woman that's doing the warm-up food. Now, hey, don't get me wrong. If there is a skill that a woman has not taught, it is because she has not seen that. So again, when you're in a healthy relationship, it's not a one-way street. That man and that woman is going to know how to cook, or they're going to learn how to cook together. But when you're in a toxic, one-way, unequally yoked relationship, she don't know how to cook. You don't know how to cook. You like her though. She's doing something right, but you're not satisfied. You're 100% of your soul. You're not satisfied because, man, she don't even know how to cook, and I be needing the meals, but whatever. I'm going to settle because I like her because she pretty. Use the resources that you have in your city. If you're listening to this podcast, you're an adult, I would assume. And with that information, we're of age to go and use the resources we have in our community. Don't be afraid of food stamps. This is how I believe. I believe that the food stamps, that the housing, the Section 8, the low income, I believe that all of these things are the resources that are available to us, whatever type of business resources we have in the city. And these are the things that we're supposed to use because these are the things that our tax dollars is paying for. That's what I believe. Like the programs we have, of course, it's a strong delusion to think that you got to work in the same land and then pay for the things that you need and then pay where you need to live and you're not even getting, and then somebody's still taking money out of your taxes. It's a strong delusion, but that's what's going on. So what we have to do is we have to be wiser than the system, and we have to go out here and use the things that we're paying for. Ain't nobody finna be talking about you a bum because you got, and that's what females do. That's what females do. I done heard it before. A man have a house, no matter where he live at, and a woman will be like, oh, you a bum because you ain't paying your bills, because you got Section 8 or because you low income. Don't let these women talk you out of being blessed, because the moment that she start acting funny, the moment that she start cheating, the moment she start doing this and doing that, or lose interest, come on, Jesus, the moment that you might mess around and have erectile dysfunction, or the moment that you slip. See, men don't get that many chances, I don't believe. The moment that you slip, the moment that you start walking on pins and needles with this woman, she's telling you to get your hat, your coat, and leave. She calling you every name under and out of the book. That's because she has some healing to do. But the reason that you're there is because she remind you of your mother. And the reason why we settle for the things we do with men is because same reason why we would settle with the man, because he reminds us of what we think a father should be. We should be knowing things off top with these men also. So at the end of the day, when we take the time for ourselves and we heal and we do the necessary work that we need to become a better individual, then all the other individuals, we're only going to attract wise individuals like us. Now, it's on us if we still go back and mess with other people, because I'm seeing it in my own life. If you go back and mess with people, you go back and mess with people. When you're moving forward in life, those people it's like you're hidden in plain sight. They can see you, they can know you, they can love you. People will reach out to you, but it's something that blocks the communication. It's something that blocks the plans from going all the way through. And that's because the Lord is saying they are no longer welcome in your life on that journey. So we always have free will to go back. The Lord just wants us to go forward. So when we see things happening in the relationships, when I see a man or I hear a man say, hey, I'm tired of being here. This girl don't cook. This girl don't clean. This girl don't listen. This girl be cheating. This girl be with her friends all the time. Always at the club. This girl this girl that. When we start to murmur and complain and we're not doing anything, or the person is not doing anything to make our lives better, then it's time to get our hats and coats and leave. Men, don't ever fall under that rulership of a woman. Use the information that you have in your city. Go get the food stamps, boo. You're going to save some money in your pocket. Don't nobody care about pulling that card out. It's white, black, Mexicans. Everybody got food stamps. And sometimes other races get more than we do. Sir, go get you some food stamps. You can eat. You don't have to wait on no woman, no female. I see so many of our men out here, they're waiting on the women just like I was. Like, oh, I'm going to wait on my man to fix this. Girl, you're going to be waiting. You don't know. You might be waiting like Sarah 100 years to be waiting on a man. So instead of waiting, you have to do this now. We don't know how long the wait is. Some of us don't know that if we keep doing the same stuff we doing, it won't be no wait. We do not want the Lord to close off his blessings to us. He's working with us. He's being patient with us, but we want to make sure that we're still in alignment, that we're doing things to get in alignment. Flawless man, in 2024, if you are going through something like, if you are a young man and you're living with your parents, or if you are a young man and you're living with a woman, if you're an older man and you're living with your parents, or if you're an older man and you're living with your woman, listen, when it comes to the parents, and I'm being real with y'all, when it comes to the parent thing, those parents have done what they were supposed to do with whatever they had at whatever cost that they paid to do it. It's time to separate from the parents. We have to be separate from our parents so we can live our own lives. And as a man, you definitely want to do that so you can build your own family. You're the head of the household. You're going to be the one that builds a family. So men, don't be afraid to come from under your parents to go create your own life. You're the one that gets to do that. I mean, women can talk to men all day and just have all the kids they want to. They're not building houses. It's the man that's going to actually build that house, and that woman's going to turn it to that home. But you can't be afraid to leave your parents to go start your own life. And if you are living with a woman just because that's your girlfriend, you and your girlfriend, to be safe. See, girlfriend, boyfriend has end at the end. I always look at some words because I feel like they go on sequence like that. But that boyfriend, girlfriend stuff, yeah, I see that. Because at the point of being somebody boyfriend or girlfriend for so long, you know if you want to get married. So the couples that been boyfriend, girlfriends for like 2-3 years and they get married, they already knew they was. But if not, it's just wasting time. Excuse me, y'all, I got a little choked up, but that's the price you pay when you gotta help. For real, like little stuff we try to go on, but that's on period. At the end of the day, flawless man, at the end of the day, I love you. You deserve love. You deserve to love yourself. And the things that we hear is not just the feminine, masculine term. It is a lifestyle. So, man, you are valuable. You deserve love. You deserve respect. You deserve to be talked to and treated like you're a human being, not just a man, but a human, a live person. So I'm praying for you in the name of Jesus that whatever is bothering your heart and your soul, that you carry that burden onto the Lord so he can heal you and restore you with what you need as a man. Ask the Lord what you need as a man. And then also, if you haven't already or you've been having some pride about that, go ahead and look in your city and get the resources that you need. Get the food stamps, get the Section 8, get the low income housing, and begin to pick better women. There's going to be some women that's just going to love the fact that you got a house to go to, because the other dudes I went to, they ain't never had no house to go to. I had to chill with them at their mama house. I had to chill with them at their boy house. Women love the fact that I can just say, I'm about to go over my man house. His house, not mine. When you build, when you learn that skill individually, that's what makes it so powerful and beautiful when you get with someone that's on your same level. So it's nothing wrong with you building yourself. You have to do that. As a grown man, you want to be able to control the household. Just period. And don't be intimidated by a woman that's been able to control her house. See, it just takes, what I'm learning is, if a man is intimidated by a woman that has her life in order, it's something that comes from the one. It's something that comes from the man, because it's a reflection of what he's probably not doing, the way he probably don't have. But man, this is why we're here. This is why we have a section for men on this channel, because we want to help our men more. We want to focus on our men and love them more. Like, women got everything. That's why we say women rule the world. But if it wasn't for no men, it wouldn't even be a woman in general. So I don't believe that's true up to a certain extent. But man, this is why we have these conversations, because it's the hard truth, but we have to say it and the only way you might be able to, the only way somebody gonna listen to you if they played a 15-minute video. So other than that, it might be hard to try to tell somebody something, but Men, don't be discouraged. Don't feel don't feel away when you hearing this stuff, or when we have these videos and these messages, because this is private information, unless you're watching a podcast or you're watching a video with somebody. So just take the information if it is valuable to you, if it is something that can help you, and use the information. I know how it is, because men feel like they're supposed to know everything, so they'll be like, man, she a woman, I ain't finna. But if you're on this channel and you're a man and you've been here for a while, you know that I love you, and you know that we are trying to heal and make ourselves better. So let me go ahead and let y'all go, because I think I'm just sitting here talking to y'all now, because that's how it be sometimes. Like, oh my God, I love y'all, period. But in conclusion, the video was kind of everywhere, y'all. My apologies. But the message of the video is, as a flawless man, don't feel less than a man because of where you are in life, because every man and woman has suffered and will suffer if they have not already in this life. That's just on period. Every man, woman, child, animal, ant, everybody in this life will suffer. That's just the way it is. But don't let a woman have the control over your life, where you live, the money that you make. I know men are settling for that, because I know men like that, simply because they're looking for that balance of their mother in a relationship. And this time they get to, like, be a little bit more intimate. Don't look for your mother in a woman if your mother was not a good woman. And you have to be real with yourself to say, my mother wasn't no good woman. That's what somebody won't admit, because they don't want to be disrespectful, or you have to tell the truth. It's unfortunate, but if your mother was not a good woman, then that's not going to be a woman that you would want for your children, for your family, because you're going to be training them. You and your wife is going to train the child in the way that y'all know they should go, not the way that they should go. So if you didn't have good parents, then that wouldn't be a good example to teach and lead from. So you have to get that information from God. Flawless man, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. It is okay to use the resources that you have. Do not let these women have control over you. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they're thinking about. I don't care if a woman listens to this podcast. You can listen all day, right? But at the end of the day, we need our men to be more mentally stable, more comfortable and confident within themselves. So go out there using resources. Get you some food in that house. Go and sign up for that low income, that Section 8. And then be more wise with the women that you have around you, because real women, they don't judge. They don't talk about people. They don't allow nobody to play them, and they're not about to talk about somebody in a situation that they're in. At least you have a roof over your head. But men, it is time to be a separate of our parents and love them so you can build a family. And it is time to be a separate from the girlfriends so you can have and receive a real woman, so you can receive real love that you deserve on this earth. I love you. God bless you. And know that you deserve it. You are valuable. You are a handsome young man, and you will make it in this life. There is people that love you. Mwah.